I think everybody's in place. First and foremost, my name's Austin Voiles. I appreciate you guys for being here. This has certainly been kind of a thought in my head for several years, and we named it the opportunity for a reason. I think there's some livestock back here that outside of this sale may not get recognized unless you put a whole lot of miles in. There's a lot of high quality show wethers and does back here that are nestled in different corners of the state of Texas and beyond, and without an invite or without an open opportunity, they may just have to hope that you pick them up on Facebook or you end up at their house by accident. So I wanted to give people that deserved a chance. I think a good friend of mine that's in the back of the room and somebody who I respect as a stockman said, nowadays a lot of people raise good ones. It's not just the people that you heard about yesterday. It's not just the people that win all the time. A lot of people in the corners of Texas raise good ones because of how available the genetics are. So I wanted to give them an opportunity to do this. Some thank yous real quick. No doubt I couldn't do it without my wife. She might leave me here after this weekend, but I'll find a ride home. But no doubt I couldn't do it without her. The Juan family, the Casares family, the Quarles family, Macon, for all of his help and his advice in getting this built. And then if y'all see, she's checking you in the back. She ran the cornhole tournament last night. Man, Ashby Williams has been an integral part of this. We've got a new colonel that you probably haven't ever met before, a very, very good friend of mine, and somebody that I respect as a businessman and as a stockman, and I think he's going to do you a very, very good job. In memory of our buddy Spence, I certainly want to open this sale up with a word of prayer. If you would, remove cover and bow your heads with me. Father God, thank you for getting us to this point, Lord. We appreciate your grace in waking us up this morning. We appreciate the ability to fellowship and sell stock and raise kids through livestock, Father. It's the greatest youth organization in the world, second only to your house, Father. Again, we appreciate all of the help, all of the volunteers, all of the staff that helped us get to this point, and we ask that all of them, as we get through the weekend and close up, keep you at the center of it. I thank you for putting people in the seats, Father, and I pray that you give them your traveling mercy as they get home, Lord. It's in your heavenly name we pray. Amen. I'd like to formally introduce our colonel for today. This is Ashley Noland. I've said it before to the group. I'll say it to the crowd. I'm going to say this guy to my right has probably sold more cattle in the state of Texas in the last 10 years than damn near anybody. He's dabbling in the goat deal, whether he wants to or not. He's dabbling. So, again, appreciate y'all being here. We're going to line them up. We're going to sell some goats. Welcome to the first ever opportunity.
All right. Thank you, Austin. Like you said, it's my pleasure to be here. I've been in the cattle business forever, and we've got a cattle auction up at Texhome, Oklahoma. Sell about 100,000 cattle a year, and I've just kind of started helping Austin with some of these goat sales and everything, and it's a pleasure to be here and a pleasure to be working for you. One thing I will say on this online bidding, if we have the money on the floor, which is here inside, it's always going to take precedence for me over the online. And if you're listening online, I'll let you know if we're on the floor or if we're on the click to bid. And if we got a tie on the internet, I'll dang sure let you know, guys. I'm not going to sell out on anybody, but we are going to try to get through this at a nice, rapid pace and get everybody back home. Spend their happy Father's Day, all the fathers here. We'll get you back home and get you going. With that being said, I'm ready kind of whenever you guys are. All right, gentlemen. Welcome to the opportunity, guys. We're going to start it out here with lot number 1. It's going to be S&K Livestock. Crip Walk and out of a old son daughter. All right, gentlemen, here we go. 500. Money's on. 6, 7, 8. Money down here. 9, 10, 12, 14, 12, 14, 14, 16, 16, 18. What do you get 2? What do you get 22? What do you get 25? 25, 7, 3, 32, 32, 35, 37, 42, 42 here. 4200. Both down 42. What do you get 2? 42. 5, 5, 7, 47 a bit. 47 to 5, 45, 47, 47, 7, 7, 5 here, 5 down here, 49, 5, 49, 5, 51, 51, 51, 5 down, 51, 3, 5, 53, 5, 53, 5, 7, 9, 61, 61, 1, 61, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 63, 5, get about 63, 5, 7, 9, 69, 69 here now, 9 here, 9 there, 71, 71, 73, 71, 1, 3, 3, 71, 3 now, 3 and 3 and 3 and 3 and 3, 5, 5, 5, 75, 7, 77, 77, 75 and 7, 77 here, 77 to bed, 77, 9, 9, 81, 81, at 81 to go, 81 to bed, 81, 1 to buy now, 3, 83, 3, 3, 83, 7, 85, at 85, 5, 5, 83 and 5, 5, 5, 5 to bed, 5, 5, 7, 87 to bed, 89 to buy, 89 here, 89, at 89, 89, 89, 9, come on in, 91, at 91, 3, 91, 1, 3, 93, 93, 93, 3, 5, 95, 95, 97, 97 to bed, 97 to buy, at 97, 99, 99, 99, 10, 1, 10 down, 1, 10, 1, 10, 1, 10, 3, 10, 5, 10, 5 here, 5, 10, 5, 10, 5, 7, 9, 10, 9, 10, 7, 9, 12, 11 here, 11, 2, 5, 11, 5, 11, 5, 11, 5, 11, 5, 11, 5, 11, 2, 5, 11, 2, 5, 11, 5, I'll take 3, 11, 3, 11, 1, 3, 11, 1, 11, 3, 11, 1 down, 11, 5, 11, 5, 11, 5, 11, 3, 3, 5, 11, 5, 7, 11, 7 to bed, 11, 7 to buy, 11, 7 to bed, 11, 7 to buy, 11, 7, 11, 7, 11, 7, 11, 5, 11, 7, 11, 7, you'll get 7, 11, 7 to bed, 11, 7, 7, 7, 7, 645, now you're out, 11, 7, 11, 5, 11, 7, click to bid, you got to get 11, 7, 11, 7 to bed, 11, 7, 11, 5, 11, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, I'm going to sell it 11.5. That's buyer 668. Buyer 668. What a way to get started here now, gentlemen. Here comes number 2.
Hey, I'm going to talk a few of these, especially those that you may not know about. Chandler Show Goats, somebody that I've bought from and trust with my entire heart. Kerry is one of the best people and the most honest in this game, and sometimes I think that gets overshadowed by what they sell for on the block. Sells one at Pistol Packin' Mamas for $8,500, and I believe this is one of the flush mates of this. These things feed. These things are honest. Big muscle, good skeleton. Let's sell him.
All right, here's number 2 on your list, guys. He's a cheddar right there out of a 655. Taylor and Shooter right there, 2,500. 25. Get a 1,500. 1,500. Here we go, gentlemen. 500. Money's on. 700. Money down now. 779. 9. Click to bids in. 11, and 9, 11, now 13, internet chow now, 1,300, 11, 13, 11 to bed, 13 to buy, 13 to bed, 13 to buy, 11, 13, 12, 11, 12, 11, 12, 11 here now, 12, 11, 12, 12, all in, I had 1,100, 1,200, 1,200, 1,200, we're on the floor, 1,100, 12, and now 13, 113, about 32, 13 to go, 13 to bid, 13 to buy, 13 here, 13 there, 14, 14 to bid, 14 to buy, Webb, you got to get a 14, 1500, we're on the floor now, 1500, 14, 15, 15, 1500, 694, you got to get 1500, 1500, 1600, you guys are out cold, 1600, 16, 15, 16, 16, 15, 16, 16, 1500, 1600, 1600, I had, internet's in, 17, 17, 18, 18, 18, 18, 694, you got to get 1800, 18 to go, 18 to bid, 18 to bid here, 18 to buy, coals in here, 17, but get 18, but get 18, 18, 18, 19, 19, 19, 19, 19, 19, 18 or 19, 19, 6, 9, 4s in, boys, got to get 1900, 6, 9, 1900, 1800, 19, 19, 19, 19, 18 or 19, all in, 1800, but get 19, but get 18, but get 19, but get 18, but get 19, I had 19, sold out, 1800, that's 694, 694. Coming on in, number 3, it's going to be the Stony Brook Show Goats right there in the WK Game of Thrones.
Again, another group that maybe hasn't been raising them along, but has made a big splash. This couple is on their way to the very edge of greatness. Sunnybrook, man, that you're going to hear about them in the next couple years. Bid high and bid with confidence.
All right, gentlemen, I tell you what, I'm just going to start them where you can go, guys. Everybody in there, $1,000, 1,500, 17, 2, 2,000, 15, 2, 22, 22, 22 to bid, 25, 25, get a bucket, 22, 25, 6 5-0s in the lead, 27, 27, 27 to bid, now 9 to bid, 31, 31, 31, 35, 35. And 8 to bid, 30, 30, 30, 30, 35, 37, 37 to bid, 9 to buy, 39, 39, at 39, bid on 9, now 9, now 9, 41, 1, 1, 1, 1, 41 to bid, 3 to buy, 43 to bid, now 3, 3 to buy, at 43 to go, now 43, 3, 5, 5, 5, 45, 45, 43, 3, 5, 7, 47 to bid, at 47 to buy, 45, 47, 47, 7, 7, 7, 7, 9, bid on 9, bid on 9, 47, 9, 49, 51, 51, 1, 1, 49, 51, 3, 51, 3, 3, 9, 53, 5300, 300, 300, 650, you got to get 5300, 53, 2, I'll take 2, 51, 2, 52, 51, 1, 2, 51, 2, 52 to bid, 2 to buy, 52 to bid, $1, $2, $2, $1, 1 and 2, sold on 5,100, that's buyer 630, buyer 630. Here's number 4, and I tell you what, guys, and I told you, Austin will tell you too, I don't know much about much, but this goat right here caught my eye. I don't know what it is, but I like this goat when I saw it right there, guys. It's a Two Springs Ranch, say win out of a BTW rip right there. 500, all the money 7, 9, 11, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, Bronx in, boys, 19, 21, 21, get a 3, 5, 25, you had again, 3, 5, 25, now 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 29, 31, 31, 1, 1, 3, 5, 5, 7, 37 to go, 37, 39, 41, 41, 3, 43 to go, and 43, internet out now, 43, we're on the floor, 41, 3, what do you get, 3, 3, 3, 41, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2 to be, 2, 2 to buy, 41, 2, 41, 2, and a minimum 701, you got to get 4,200, 4,200 to bid, and 42, 2 to buy, and a minimum. I'm with Bronx now, the rest of you guys are out now, 41, 2, and 41, 2, and 2, and 2, and 2, and 2, 41 to bid, 2, 2 to buy, 1 down, 2 down here, haul in, I have, and sold them, 4,100. Put them on 640, buyer 640. Here comes number 5. It's going to be a titanium livestock. It's going to be the kid out of a Uno and Guns and Roses right here. It's going to be number 5 on your program. Titanium livestock in the first round of them right there, gentlemen. Here we go. $1,000. all the money, 12 and a half, down 12 and a half, 12, 80, 80, 80, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 1250, 1250, now 15, 1 pack hold, 1500, 450, 15, 15 here, 1 5, 1500, I'm gonna get 1400, 14, 14, I got a band, 1400, 14 to go, 14 to be, 14 to buy, 12, 50, 14, all in, 1250, 14, 1 4, 14 here, 14 there, 1400, sold them, 1250. Put them on 612. Put them on 612. Thank you, gentlemen. We're going to go right on down, guys. This says Lot 5B. It's going to be 1BF livestock. The one on. Watch this, guys. Out of a tree shaker. Lady right there. Gentleman number 5.
Hey, you might not know 1BF Livestock, but you probably know Seth Hillfiker, a great young mind in this business that's doing it the right way, one that you should look in on.
All right, gentlemen, set your satchel down and go to right there. It's going to be 5B on your program. Give me 700. Here we go. 7 here, 7 500, 500, money 700, 777. Where we going? 700, 700 bid. Click the bids in, boys. 909, 900. Gotta get down here, down there, 9 a bid. Internet chow, down 9, 11, 11 a bid here, 11 a bid, now 11, 9 11, $1,000 bill, down, 9 here, gotta get 10 there, 910, 10, internet, you gotta get $1,000. Here we go, 1010, 9 a bid, 10 to buy, down here, down there, TIN, and 10, last call, I have, you don't get $1,000 now, 1100, 11 to bid, 11 here, 11 there, 10, 11, 10 here, down 11 to bid, 11 to bid here, 11 to buy there, all in, I had 11, sold them your way 1,000, your way 1,000, put them on 611, buyer 611. Here's number 6, guys, it's Atkins Livestock, loud and proud, out of a lollipop. $1,000 bid here. All the money, 1,500. 15. Money's on. 15. 2,000. 25. Get a 25 now. 3,000. 35. 35. 4 bid number 4 here. 45. At 45, 2.5, 42.5, 4,000, 2.5, 42.5, 4,000, 2.5, 42.5, 2.5, 42.5, 42.5, 694's in, boys, 42.5, 42.5, 42.5, 2.5, 4,000, 2.5, sold on 4,000. That's buyer 694, 4,000, buyer 694. Moving right along. Simpson Livestock. It's going to be a Game of Thrones and a tag team. It's buyer 7 on your program right there. Simpson Livestock. What do you give $1,000? $1,000 down here. 1,000. What do you get $1,000? There we go. 1,000. 500. 5 on the money. 7 high. 10, 12, 15, 1,500, 1,800, 18 to go. 18 to be in the bottom. 18. What do you get 18? What do you get 18? What do you get 1,800? $1,800 down. Now $2,000. 82 now. Out of the back now to 18 to 22 and a half. 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 Internet in now. 525. Internet yeah. 25. 22 and a half. 22 and a half. 25 here. 25. 25. 2 and a half. 25. 25. 25. Now 7, right between the L and the D. No, sir, you got to give $27.50. I almost sold out, but I didn't. I had a man late hit. You got to give 27.5, sir. $27.50. I believe it would. You want to give 27.5? You own him for a little while. Last call, $27.50. Sold out. Y'all's way, $2,500. 611, buyer 611. Here's number 8 on your program, Stork Livestock, Burn the Boats, and a tag team. Be number 8 on your program. Here you go.
I think if I have to introduce this guy, we probably have a bigger issue. One that's won them all and won them all multiple times. I think one of the seasoned vets in this sale, and I greatly appreciate my friend Macon for bringing one that's like this. I appreciate it.
All right, gentlemen, just start him off right there. 2,500, 25. Get him on, 25. Brought you a good one there, gentlemen. 25 here at 25. 2,000. All the money. 25 at 2,025. Get him on, 25, 7.5 here. Money's on 25, 7.5 at 27.50 now. 32. Doing 3,000. 3,000. 27.3. $3,000. They get 32 and a half, 32 and a half, 3,000, 32 and a half, at 32 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 32 and 50, 32 and a half, 32 and a half, 32 and a half, now 5, 35, 35, 35, 35, 685, you gotta get 3,500, 685, gotta get 35, 37 and a half, 37 and a half, 35, 7 and a half, 37 and a half, 37 and a half, 37, 50, 35, 37 and a half, 685, 32 and a half, 37 and a half, 705, you gotta give 37.50 now. 37 and a half, 35, 37 and a half, 3,500 now, 37.50, last call. 37 and a half, 37 and a half, 37 and a half, 37.50, 750, 750, 50 here, 37 and a half, 37 and a half, last call. I have 37.50. Sold him 3,500, buyer 685. 3,500, buyer 685. Here's number 9 on your program. It's going to be the whole livestock. Going to be a timeless out of a Top Gun right there, gentlemen. Here we go. It's number 9 on your program. I'm going to let you all go, boys. $1,000. 1,000 on the money. 1,500. 1,500. $2,000. 2,000. 2,500. 25. 3. Minimum 35. 35. Get about 4. 5. 45. 45. 5. 55. 55. 6. 5. 65 here. 65. 65. Get about. Yes, sir. Cole, you're in. 6,500. 65 to go. 7. 5, 75, 75, 75 here now, $8,000. Floor, you're out. 85, internet, you out. You got to get 8,500. 85, 648, you got to give 8,500. 9,000, 5, 95, 95, get about, we're out again. 95, 95, 95, 95, 95, 95, 9,000 on the floor. Got to get 9,500. 10,000. 10,000. 10,500. 10,500. 10,500. 10,500. 10,500. 648. You got to give 10,500. 10,500. 10,500. Let's go. 10,500. 10,500. 10,500. Sold him your way, Cole. 10K. Put him on 670. Buy 610. Buyer 610. 10,000 even. All right, gentlemen. Here's number 10. Going to be the right show goes. It's going to be a Game of Thrones. Going to be old Dilly Dilly right here.
Hey, another one to introduce. My buddy Tommy certainly does it right, does it honest there in Eden, Texas. Has raised very, very nice show wethers for a long time. He just continues to upgrade year after year. Just ask him about his flush program this last year. I like this one quite a bit. I told Tommy probably not ready to sell on the big stage, but man, that one's got good bones, good look, the right kind of muscle. In 60 days, you'll look pretty damn intelligent buying this one.
He's saying he's green and skinny, guys. Right here, be number 10, be the right show goes. Give 1,000. Here we go. 1,000. 1,500. 2,000. 25. We're doing 3,000. 3,000. 35. Get about 4. 5. 4,500. 45. Get about 45. 55. 55. Double nickel. On internet, you got to give 55. 55, 5,000 on the floor. 55, 55, 55 here. At 55, get a bang, double nickel, 55, where 55, 2.5, one time, 52.5, 52.5, 55, 5,000, 52.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. Sold out your way. 5,000, 5,000. Buyer 677. Here's another one of my favorites coming in here, guys. That'll be number 11. It's going to be the Amigos Tornado Alley on a keeping receipts out of a 342 Dane.
I've had a lot of people ask me who this Amigos was and who Tornado Alley is. I guess no better time than the present to tell you that myself and Ashley and Richard Center have bought out Pammy Milliken there in the Panhandle, a little bitty name that's kept a lot of goats for his own kids, a 1D1 at Fort Worth. He's been reserve D1 at Houston, has probably put more in the sale from Class 1 and 2 at all major shows than dang near anybody. We're proud to buy his does off of him. We're proud to offer these in conjunction with him. I read this one to stay small. I read this one to be huge backed. If you don't know who Keeping Receipts is, Cali Livestock has a Burn the Boat son that is very, very good and stamps them just like this every time. I like this one a lot.
All right, gentlemen, here you go. Number 11. Internet, you got to get 15 to 15 to do 2,000 17 high 17 half 17 bitty 17 hang, gonna get a hand 2 do 17 52 17 52 do Bronx and the rest of you's out. Internet, you gotta get 2,000 17 hang, gonna get 2,000 2 to be about 2 here 2 there 2,000 2. Sold them your way. 1750. Buyer 611, buyer 611, buyer 611. Here comes number 12, and it's going to be the Mesa View Show Goats out of a double dose dam right there, guys. Mesa View on the first round right here, gentlemen. She set up, ready to go. $1,000, 1,000 on the money, 15, 2,000, 25, get a bang, 25 here, 25 there, at 2,000, 25, 25, now 3,000, 25 and 3, 3,000, 35, 35 here, at 35 here, 35 here, 35 4, bowen, 35 4 here, 4 there, 35 4, 4,000, 4,000, 35 4, $4,000 where, 35 and 4, haul in, I had 35 4, 5, 45, 644, you got to get 4,500, 45, 45, last call, I have 45 where, at 4,500, 5 here, 45 here, 45. Sold them $4,000. Put them on number 6. Open it up right there. 45.5. 45.5. My boss said open it up. 45. You got to get $5,000. $5,000. 644. You got to get $5,000. 5,000. 55. 55. Where? 5,055. Get a bang. 55 here. 55. Sold them $5,000. Thank you both. The buyer 665. Buyer 665. Here's going to be number 13. It's going to be the Holt Farms, guys. Only fans, my goodness, and free for all. Here we go. 1,500. 15. 1 5 down dollar 1,000 down 1,000 500 $500 here who gonna be $500 here 500 all the money 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 now 900 now 11 now 11 11 1 1100 11 13 here on the internet you gotta get 13 1500 15 17 higher 17 higher on the internet you gotta give 17 50 17 higher 17 higher 17 higher on the floor at 1500 1700 to play 1700 15 here 17 17 15 17 17 solo in the back 1500 buyer 647 buyer 647 moving right along gentlemen 14 barbed wire show goats.
I think if there's a case study for what I said earlier and why I wanted to have a sale like this, it's this a barbed wire group, a pair of guys that are doing an absolutely tremendous job in a short amount of time. One that looks absolutely outstanding. Probably stupid for putting him this far down in the sale order. Just wanted to make sure you were awake. A dang nice one from a group of young consigners. Proud to have these boys here. And the internet's going nuts if you can see it right now.
All right, gentlemen, I'm just going to jump on board right here. I'm going to get 1,500, 2,000, 2,500, 3,000, 35, 4,000, 4,000. We'll be gone. 4,000, 45, and 45, 45, 669. Nope, you got to give. Wait a minute. Hang on. Where's he at? 662. Excuse me. 662. You got to give 4,500. 45. 662. 45. 5,000. 5,000. 5,500, 55. We're on the floor now. 5,500, 55. Click to bid. You got to get 5,500. 5,055. Get a bug. 5,055. Where 55? 5,500, 55, 55, 55, 55. 5,055. We're on the floor, boys. Click to bid. You got to get 5,500. 55. 55, 55, 55, 55, 55. 2.5. One time. 52.5. 2.5. 52.5. 2.5, 2.5, 55, 52.5, 52.5. I'm going to sell him Cole's Way 5,000. That's 614. Buyer 614. Here's number 15. It's going to be the Rockin' CS up the limit. It's going to be number 15 on your program right there.
Another one, I promise I'm about done, but this Rockin' CS crew, a new name, but certainly familiar faces here. Buddy Luke Hammer buys out Fry and raises these things to win, and I can guarantee you buy one like this, it comes with some customer service, certainly from one side of the partnership, maybe not the other. Proud to have you here, Rockin' CS.
All right, Rockin' CS, the number 15. Give me $1,000. We'll go 50. $1,000. 500. Buy you little skinny one bulls and outfeed them all. On the money. 7.5. 5,000. 7.5. 7.5. 750. 7.5. The money's on. 750 to go. 500. 7.5. Take 600 one time. 500. 600. 600 here. Pretty good little investment. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 5 here, 5 there now. 600. 600. 600. 600. I'm on the internet, boys. Everybody else out. 600. 600. Sold them. 500. That's buyer 689. $500. Buyer 689. Moving right along, gentlemen. It's going to be number 16. It's going to be the Thurman Livestock with a Jinx right there out of a Bear times a Rocky right there. 21-22. Thurman Livestock's going to be buyer 16. Here we go. $1,000. $1,000, $1,000. Down here, down there, 1,000, 500, money's on 700, now 900, 900, now, 1100, 13, 13, 13, 13, 30, 15, 15, here, 15, 13 to 15, 13, 15, 15, 13, 15, 1,500, 13, 15, 15, here, 15, I'm gonna sell him now, boys. 1,500, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17. Cole, you're out. 19, 19, 19, 19, 1900. Internet, you gotta get 19, 21, 21. Cole's in, Bowles, rest of he's out. Gotta get 2,100, 21 to go. 21, 1 to bid, 1 to buy, 21, 1 here, 1 there, 21, 1, 19, 21. At 2,100, 19, now 2, 2, and 2, and 2, and 2, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. Last call. 19, 2, what are you doing, 2, yes, sir. 2, and 2, and 2, and 2, and 2. I have 2,000. Sold them your way. 1,900, 638. Buyers, 638. Moving right along. Here's number 17, RMZ Show Goats.
If you haven't met Jimmy, I encourage you to go back there and meet him. I've tried to buy some of his for a long, long time. He's one of the first ones to call and commit, and boy, did he commit. He brought them with muscle. He brought them with good skeletons. Appreciate my friend Jimmy coming. If you're ever in the Lubbock area, you need to look that guy up. One of the nicest humans, one of the most honest humans in this business. Appreciate his friendship and appreciate him coming.
All right, right out of the South Plains area, guys. It's going to be number 17 right there. $1,000, $1,000, $1,000. Code, you got to get 10. 10, 750, 10, 750, $1,000 bill, on the money, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 12 and a half. Here we go. Down 12 and a half, 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 down 1,200, now 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 15, 1 pound, 1,500, 1,500, 15, 12 and a half. What do you get? 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500 here, 1,500. Whoop. It was a little late there, guys. I got 1,000 on the floor. You got to give 1,250. We're 1,000 on the floor, 12 and a half. 615. You got to give $1,250. We're on the floor now. 1,500, Cole. Now 1,500, sir. 12 and a half. What do you get? 15. We want everybody to take home what they want. 12 and a half. What do you get? 15. 1,500. Last call. I have 1,500. Now 1,700. Internet, you got to give 1,700. 1,700, 615. 1,700. Last call. 17, 17, 17, 17. 17, 17. We're on the floor now. 17, 17, 17. 17. Sold on 1,500. 611. Buyer 611. Here's number 18, Isabel Livestock in a heist right there, guys. Out of a Joe and a Schaefer right there, guys. Isabel Livestock. And here's you another one, both. $1,000, $1,000, here, 500, 500, money's on 7.5, now $1,000, now you bid 7.5, sir, now 1,000, 1,000, 12.5, 15, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 15, 17, 1,700, 17 to bid, 17 to buy, 17, 17, 17, 17, 15, 17. Internet's in, gentlemen, you got to give 1,700. Nope, you're over here. Oh, he came in late. I got 1,000 right there, guys. I got 1,000 over here. You got to give 1,250. You got to give 1,250. 1,250. Now 17. Now 1,500. 1,500. Now 1,700, sir. 1,700. 17, 15, 17. Thank you both. 1,700. 17, 17, 17. 17. I'm going to sell it right over here for 1,500, and that's 638. Buyers, 638. Here is number 19. It's going to be a Lacey Livestock. Believe in me. Believe in me. Right there out of a Kim Doe right there, gentlemen. Here we go. Lacey Livestock. Down to be 1,000. Money's on. 1,500. 15. 1,500. 1,500. 15. 1,500. Money's on. 15. 12 on the hand, 12 on the hand, 12 on the hand, 12 on the hand, 50, 50 here, 12 on the hand, 12 on the hand, money's down low, Bulls are going to get 12.50 to go, 12.50, 12 on the hand, 12 on the hand, 12 on the hand, half, down, 12 on the half, down here, down, 12 on the heaven, 12 on the heaven, 12 on the heaven, 12 on the half, all in, I have 12.50, 12.50, 12.50, 50 here, 12.50, 50 there, so let me away, Bronc, $1,000, 611. Buyer 611, moving right on. Here's number 20, guys. We're about a third of the way through. It's going to be Grimes, Show Goat, and a Booty Chaser in a fast fight.
Appreciate Harley and appreciate the Grimes crew for coming. If you haven't met Mr. Grimes back there, he's probably not going to say much, but he's going to let his stock do the talking. One again, that is a case study for why we do this, get good goats out in front of the public. Appreciate them coming.
All right, gentlemen, and another good one, guys. I'm going to start you off right there. $1,000, 1,000. Internet, you got to give $1,000. 1,000. 500. $500 here. 5 here, 5 there, 500 here. I'm going to back up one more time, gentlemen. 250. 250. Any gamblers in the house? Now on the money. 500. 500, 500, 500, 500, 255, 700, 700 internet, you got to give 700, 696, you got to give 700, 500 on the floor, got to get 7 to bin, 7 to bind, 7 to bid here, 7, all in, 5 here, 7 here, 5 to buy, 700, 7, 7. Sold them 500, and that's 612. 500 on 612. Here's number 21. It's going to be an Epley Show Goes Nicotine out of a Last of the Mohicans right there, gentlemen. Here you go. Epley Show Goes. Let you bid, boys. 500. 500. Money's on. 7 hand. 7 hand. Money man. 7 hand. 7 hand. Money's on. 500. 7 hand. 7 hand. 7 hand. 7 hand. And out. 1,000. 1,000. $1,000 on the money. 12 hand. 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 707 on my internet's in the lead, gentlemen. 12.50 to go. 12.50, 1,500, 1,500, internet, you got to get 1,500, 12 and a half's on the floor. 1,500, now 17 hand, 17.50, 17 hand, would it get hang, 17.50, 17 half, 17 half and a half here and a half there and a half here, 17.50, 15, 17 half, 17 hand, but you won't get, sir, you won't give 1,600. 1,600. I'm on the internet. Click to bids. Got it. You'll give 1,600 right quick. 1,600. 1,500. 1,600. 16. 16. Sold it. 1,500. Buyers 707. Buyers 707. 1,500. The Solis brothers right there, guys.
I'm going to sound like a broken record just a little bit, but again, I bet before today you didn't know who the Solis brothers were. They probably certainly traveled the furthest to get here. Met Louis a couple years ago at RGV as his kids were beating up on him at the Market Goat Show at RGV. He said, man, I got one that I think I need to bring. And to be really transparent with the crowd and with Louis, I didn't know what to expect. But if you've been back by the pens, I think the majority of the traffic has been here on this one. I think this right here is why we have events like this, because nobody's driving to the valley to buy a goat that would sell for big money on the big stage. Really good livestock here. Appreciate both of the brothers for bringing this one. A bid with confidence, bid often. Very good one.
All right, gentlemen, and like you said, guys, you don't have to go searching for him. They brought him for you right here. You can take him home with him when you leave. Right here. 1,500, the money's on. 2,000, 25, 25, 25, 3, 5, 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, 4, 4,000, 45, 45, 45, 45, 45, nope, I'm on the floor, guys, with Cole at 4,000. Internet, you're out. You got to get 45. Now 5. Now 5, Cole. Now 5. Now 5,500. Now 5,500. 55. Get about 689. It costs you 55 to get in. 5,500. 55. 55. I'm going to take a little time on him, gentlemen. 52 and a half. 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 5,000. Now 5. 5,500. Now 7 and a half. 57 and a half. 57 and a half. You ought to see him in person, boys. 57, 50. 57 and a half. 55, 7 and a half. 55, 7 and a half. 55, 7 and a half. 57, 50. All in. All done. I have 57, 50. 57, 50. 7 and a half. 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 I sold him 5,500, 610, 610, buyer 610. Here is the number 23 Rockin' Apple, revoked out of a hidden treasure. Crack them off there, both. Hey, kind of a bigger one right there, gentlemen. Here we go. $1,000. $1,000. 500. Here, $500 here now. $5 here. Internet, you got to get 500. 500. 5. 2 and a half. 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 250. 250. 2 and a half. 2 and a half. 2 and a half. Did you get 2 and a half? $100 on the money. 150. 150. Now 200. Now 2 and a half. Now 3. Now 3 and a half. Now 3 and a half. Now 3 and a half. 3 and a half. 3 and a half. 3 and a half. Now 4. Now 4. Now half. Now 4 and a half. 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 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 500. 500. 55 here. 500 high. 5. Sold them 450. Put them on 612. 612. All right, gentlemen, here's TNT show stock number 24. It's going to be on the run out of a RJ Dame. All right, gentlemen. Number 24. I got 1,000 on the money. Got to get 1,500. 1,500. We gone. 15. 15. 12 and a half. Down 12 and a half. 12 and a half. 12 and a half. 12 and a half. The money's on. 1,100. 1,000. We get 11. 11 here. 1,000. 1,100 now. 11. Internet's in, boys. The floor's out. Got to get 1,100. Here we go. $1,100. Yo. All in. I had 11 here now. 11. Sold them $1,000. Buyer 656. Buyer 656. Moving right along. It's going to be the Alford family show goats right there, and a P67 and a Shank surprise right there. Here we go. Action. Little skinny one right there now, gentlemen. I'm going to let you go. 500. 500. $500 here now. 5 here. 5 there. 5 here. 500. on the money, a bit of $700, $900 now to bed, a bit of $705, we could get 909, now 7 on the floor, now to bed here, now about there. I'll take 8, 700, would it get 800, would it get 8, 700 here, 800 there, 7 to go, 700, would it get 800, all in, 700, all done, I have 800 here, 800 there, 8. Sold them 700. Buyer number 612. Buyer 612. Illinois. Right there. Show goats and a distinguished right there at a tag 311. Oh, and it's going to be the Van Oys right there. 1,500. 15. 1,000 here. 1,000. What's going on, boys? 500. Here we go. 500. 5 here, 5 there. The money's on 7.5. Money man. Walking along here. 750. 750. 7.5. Now 1,000. 1000. 1000. 1000. 1200. 1200. 1200 here. 1200. 10 12. 10 12. 10 12. Gonna get 12. 1200. Coles and boys. 12. 12. 12. 12. 10 12. 12. Last call, ma'am. I'd like to see you take it home. You won't give 1,200? 1,200. I'll split the difference. You won't give 11? Hurry. 1,100. Now 12. Now 12, sir. Now 13. 13 to go. 13. 13. 13. Somebody's got to be second. 1,300. 1,300. 13. 13. 13. I have sold them 1,200, and that's going to be number 681. Buyer 681. All right, Two Springs is back up, guys, on the second round right here. Say when.
Hey, pay attention here. We're changing gears. We're going to sell a pretty nice set of does here. Quick reminder, if you're wanting to get cashed out, I encourage you. Some of the better ones are in the later part of this sale, but we are not taking cash in the office. You're paying the consignor directly. You are paying the consignor directly unless it's a credit card. We're going to sell some does. Don't fall asleep here. We complain all the time about trying to find these things, people not letting them go. There's a pretty good handful in here that are dang nice. They'll work in terms of production. They'll work in terms of the show ring.
Guys, I just peeked over the back on this one, and TGBA, guys, and I just peeked over there, and you ought to see the back from where I'm sitting. You ought to see the back on this one.
She's a 1-in-1 teats. That's unheard of.
She's a 1-in-1 right there, guys. Here we go. I'm gonna let you go. $1,000. 1,000. Hold the money. 1,200. 10, 100, 1,200, 1,200, 1,200. Where we going? 10, 12, 10, 12, 15. 1, 5, 1,200, 15, 115, 115. Here. 1,215. 1,215. 1,300. 1,200. 14. 14, 14, 14, 14, 13, 14, 15, 15, 15, 15, 14, 15, 16, 16, 1, 6, gotta get 1,600, bro, 1,600, 16, 17, 18, 18, 17 to bid, 18 to buy, 18 to bid, 18 there, 19, 19, 19, 19, 19, 19, 19, 1900, 18 there, 19, 18, 92, and 2, and 2, and 2, and 2, $2,000, 21, 22, 21, 2 here, at 22 to bid, 22, 2 to buy, 21, 2, 21, and 1, and 2, and 2, and 2, and 2, 2 to bid, 2, 2 to buy, at 22, 3, 23, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, now, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 24, at 23, 4, now, 400, 20, 400, 400, 400, 400 here, now, 23 and 4, at 24, it's just money, 2,400, 23, 4, get a bone, get a bone, get a bone, get a bone, 4, 4, now, 5, 5, 5, 5 here, 5 there, 5 at the beer, 5, 5 at the beer, now, 5, at 24, 5, 24, 4, 4, 4, 5, and 5, and 5, and 5, all in, I have, at 24, 5, 24, 5 here, 25, 5, 5, 400, 500, 500, 5, 5, 5, 5. Sold them your way, Bronx, 2,400. And that's buyer 640, 640. Barbed wire show goats, and here comes Rudy. BW 101. All those. Oh. All right, here we go. $1,000, 1,000, all the money, 12 and a half, we're going, 1250, 15, 1500, 15, 15, 15, take them all, 17 half, 17 half, now 2 and 2 and 2 and 2, 2000, 2000, 2000, 22 and a half, 22 and a half, 22 and a half, internet, you got to get 22 and 50, 22 and a half, 22 and a half, 22 and a half, 5 now, 5 now, 5, 25, now 7 and a half, 27 and a half, 27 and a half, internet, 27, 50, 27 and a half, 27 and a half, 27 and a half, 3, 32 and a half, 32 and a half, 32 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, internet, you got to get 32 and 55, at 3,500, at 35, now 7 and a half, 37 and a half, 35, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 35, 7 and a half, here, at 35, 37, 54, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 4,000, 42 and a half, 42 and a half, 42 and a half, 42 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 42 and 50, at 42 and a half, internet, 45, 45, 45, 45, 45, 45, 47 and a half, 47 and a half, 45, 7 and a half, money's on, 47, 50, 47 and a half, 45, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 45, 7 and a half, now 5, now 5, now 5, now 5, now 5, 5,500, at 55, internet, you got to get 55, 5,500, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, here, 5, 52 and a half, 52, 2 and a half, I'm about 5,000 on the floor, got to get 52, 50, 52 and a half, 5,000, 52 and a half, 2 and a half, now 5, now 5, now 5, 5, 5, 55, 55, 55, 55, here, 5, there, at 55, 55, 5, 5, 50 and a half, 5, 52, you own it for a little while, you'll get 55, last chance, 55, I have, 5,500, sold on the internet, 52.50, that's buyer 633, buyer 633. Here is a 3-bar D, dough out of a tough right there and a shrink right there. Here you go. $1,000 here. 1,000. 500. 500. Fine. Get a bang. Money's on. 7 hand. 10. 10. 10. Now 12 hand. 10. 12 hand. I'm on the internet. 12.50. 12 hand. 12 hand. 12 hand. 12 hand. 12 hand. 5 hand. 12 hand. 1,000. 12 hand. 12 hand. 12 hand. 12 hand. Here. 1,000. Would you get 12 hand? Would you get 12 hand? Would you get 12 hand? 12 hand. 12 hand. Last call. I have. No. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 15. Here. 12 hand. Would you get 15? I'll take 1,400 one time. 14. Sold them right there. 12.50. 629. Put them on 629. Titanium Livestock, you're next on stage. Here is a MYOB and a Mocart Stark right there, gentlemen. And Titanium, 1,000. 1,000 bucks. Money's on. Walking on. 1,500. 15. 12 and a half. 1,000 here in the money, man. 12.50 here. 12.50 there. 12 and a half. 12 and a half. 12 and a half. Money's on, gentlemen. Bet off you like her. 12 and a half. 12 and a half. 12 and a half. 15 here. At 12 and a half, would you get 15? 1 5, 12 and a half, now 1,500. 1,500, 15, 12 and a half, 15 here. 12 and a half, would you get 15? 15. Sold them 12 and a half, and that's going to be 671. 671. Here comes the Simpsons right here. Game of Thrones and a tag team. Game of Thrones and a tag team be the Simpson Livestock by lot 31. About halfway through, guys. All right, Simpson. 1,000. 1,000. Money's on. 12 and a half money, man. Bet I'll be like them boys. We're going. 12 and a half. 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 Down here. 12 and a half. 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 Now 12 and a half. 1,000. 12 and a half. 12 and a half. 12 and a half. 12 and a half. Here. Half there. Half where. 15. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. Here. 1 5. Now 17 hand. 17, 15, 17 half, 17 half, 15, 17 half, 15, 17 half, 17, 50, 50, 50, 17 half, would a good hand, 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 2, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 17 half, would a get 2, 2 and 2 and 2, 17 half, 2 to be 2 to the band, 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 2, 2 down here, 2 down there, 2 down where? Sold them 1750, put them on number 667. All right, TNT show stock in a gold code and TNT right there. Here we go, number 32 on your program. I'll let you go, boys. 500. Here we go. 500. Money's on. 7 hand down. $1,000 down. 12 hand. 12 hand. 12 hand. 12 hand. 1,000. 12 hand. 12 hand. 12 hand. Money's on. 12 hand. 12 hand. 12 hand. Here. 1,000. 12 hand. 12 hand. 12 hand. Money's down. 1,500. 1,500. 15 here. 1,500. 15. 1 5. 15. 12 and a half here now. 1,500. 15. 15. 15. 12 and a half. 15. 1,500. 17 high. 17. 50. 50. 50. 17 half. 17 high. 17. 50. 50. 50. 17 high. 17. 50. 17 hang. What do you get hang? 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 Half. 17. 50. 17 half. 1,500. 17 half. 17 hang. What do you get hang? What do you get hang? What do you get hang? 17 half. 17 half. I'm on the internet, boys. Rest of you's out now. 17. 50. 17 half. What do you get hang? 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 17. 50. Sold out. 656 is the buyer. 1,500. All right, gentlemen, moving right along. It's going to be number 33. It's going to be the 4B show stock right there. It's going to be loud and proud. I got 1,000. We're going up on the money. 1,200. 1,200. On both. Money's down. 1,000. 1,200. 1,000. 12. 1,200. Down 12. What do you get 12? What do you get 12? 12 down here 12. 1,200 all in. I hand 1,200. 1,200. I'm gonna sell them $1,000, and that's gonna be number 696. 696 for 1,000. Here's number 34. It's gonna be the Epley Show Goats with a Hawkeye crossed with a nicotine right there, gentlemen. All right, gentlemen. 1,000 on the money, out the gate. 1,500. 1,500. 15. Money's on. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 15 here. 1,200. Money's down. 1,000. 1,200. 1,200. 1,500 here. 1,500. 1,600. 16. 1,600. 1,600. 1,600. I'll take 1,500 one time. 1,400. 1,500. 683. You got to get 15. 16. 17. 15. 16. 1,600. 702. You got to get 1,600. 1,600. 1,600. 1,600. 1,600. 1,600. 15 here. 16 here. That's 1,600. 17 to bid. 17 to buy. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17 here. 17. 17. That's 1,600. 17 to bid here. 17 to buy. 17. Last call. 1,700. Sold out 1,600. Buyer 683. Buyer 683. All right. Next up, 35 on the list right there. Right Show Goats. Oh, it's going to be number 35 on your program, gentlemen. 1,000. Down a bit. 1,000. All the money in the trouble hand. Money's on. Walk along. 1,250. Down 12 and a hand. Down 12 and a hand. 12 and a hand. 12 and a half here. Down 12 and a half. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 1 5. 17 high. 17 high. 17. 50. 50. 50. 17 high. 17 high. And 15. 17. 52 and 2 and 2 and 2. 2,000. 2,000. 2,000. 22 and a half. 22 and a half. 22 and a half. 2,000. 22 and a half. 22 and a half. 22 and a half. And now 5. Get a bang. 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 25. 7 and a half. 25. 7 and a half. 25. 7 and a half. Where 25. 7 and a half. 27. 50. 27. 7 and a half. 27 and a half. 25. 7 and a half here. At 27. 57. 57. 50. 50. 50. 27 and a half. 25. 27. 50. At 25 here down. 27. 50. 50. 50. All in. I hand 27. 50. Sullivan back 2,500, and that's buyer 677, 677, 2,500, 677. Here's number 36. It's going to be the Alford Family Show Goes right there, gentlemen. Here we go. $1,000 here. 1,000. 1,000. 1,000. 10, 10, 10, 10 to be 10 to buy 10, 10. 1000, 1000, 1000, 1000, 500, 500, 500, 5 on the money, 7.5, 5 in, 7.5, 500, 700 now, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 9 now, 9, been on 9, been on 9 now, 9 here, 9 there, 9, 9 to bed, 9, 9 to buy, 7, 9, and 900 now, now, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 700 now, now, 9, what do you get 800, 700, 800, 800, 800, 800 here, that's 7, what do you get 8, what do you get 8, what do you get 8, 8, 8, 700 now, 800, 800, 800 here, 7 to go now, 8, 8 to bed, 8, 8 to buy, 7, what do you get 8, what do you get 8, what do you get 8 here, 700, 800, 800, 800, 800, 750 now, 800 now, 850, 850 now, 900, 900, 900, internet, you gotta get 900, 909, 859, now, 9, 859, now, 9, now, 9, now, 9, now, 9, 9, to bed, 9, 9, to buy, 909, 859, now, 9, what do you get 9, last call, internet, 652, you gotta get 900, I have sold them, 850, buyer 654, buyer 654. Van Oy, show goat's going to be the last one on the first list, gentlemen. Van Oy, here we go. And I'm on tag 37. 1,000. 1,000. $500 money's on 700, 700, 700, 77 here. Money down 9. Been on 9 now, 9, now, 9, now, 9, now, 9, 9, internet's in 79. What do you get in? Now, 800, 700. What do you get in? What do you get in? What do you get in? Here, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 800, 800, 800, 800, 800, all in 700 here. Then what do you get in? What do you get in? What do you get in? What do you get 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, I had 8. Sold them 700. Buyer 652. Buyer 652. Turn the page, gentlemen. Flip it over. We're on the back side of things here. It's going to be lot 38. It's going to be the Rock and Apple livestock with a shag out of a Jagger tree shaker right there, gentlemen. Lot 38 on your program. Action. $1,000 here, 1000 10 the money's on 1200 money down, 1012 internet, you gotta get 12, 1500 15 internet, you gotta get 1500 15 1200 1300 13 to be in 13 13 here now, 1200 1300 1200 13 here, 1213 now, 14 15 14 15 1500 15 14 15 15 15 15 here, 15 14 here now, 1500 what do you get 15 sold on 1400. Put them on 636, buyer 636, going to be lot 39, 3 bar D livestock, and a cheddar out of a shrink right there, gentlemen, lot 39. $1,000, 1000, lot 39, 1,000, 1000, hello, 1,000, 500, here on the money, 7.5, 500, 7.5 of the money's on 750, 750, 750, 50 here, 500 now, 9, 79 now, 9, internet, gotta get 900, 900, 900, 900, 900, 7 on the floor, 9 to bid to buy, $900 now, 9, $800, $800, 800, 7 to bid, 8 to buy, 700 now, 800, 800, 800, 800, 800 here, 7 to bid, 8, 700 here, there, what do you get 8, 8, 8, internet, you gotta get 800, 700, what do you get 800, last call, I have 700, 800, 800, 800, 800 here. Sold them your way, Cole. 700. That's going to be 602. Buyer 602. All right, gentlemen. Here's number 40. The Alford family show. Go to the P67 right there. Like him there. 1,000. Study your lesson, gentlemen. $1,000. 10, 10, 500, 700, 700, 700 here. 700 money's on 500 now, 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 been on 9, been on 9, now, 9, 7, 9, 900, 9, now, now, 1100, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 652, gotta get 1100, 1100, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11 bed here, 11 about there, 11 bed, 9 bed, 10, 910, 10, and 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, down here, down 10 there, 9 bed, 10, now, $1,000. 900, what do you get? 1000, 1000, 900 down, 10, 10, 10, 652, hurry now, 1000, 1000, 10, 900 here, there, 10, sold on 900, put them on 667. All right, moving right along, S&K. Back to the Weathers right here, gentlemen. It's going to be number 41. It's going to be S&K Livestock. Back to the Weathers. Crip Walk. Get a bad trick, and I got 1,000. We're going up. Give me 1,500, 1,500, $2,000, 15,200, 15,200, 2,000, 1,000, now 2, now 5, 25, at 25, get a bang, 25, 25, 25, 25, here, pound there, 25, at 2,500, 25, pound, 25, pound, 668, you got to get 2,500, 25, 25, 25, $2,500 here, now, $500 there, come on in, 25, 25, 25, 25, pound, 2,500, at 2,025, now 3, now 3, now 3, now 3, 3 to be 3, 3 to 5, at 3,000, 25, 3 to be 3,000, 3,000, 3,000 to be 3,000, what do you get? 3, 3, 3, 3,000, 668, you got to get $3,000, 3,000, all in, 25, 3, 3,000, 3,000, last call, what do you get? 3,000. I'm going to sell it 2,500, and that's 645. 2,500, buyer 645. S&K Livestock with the Crip Walk right there, gentlemen. Buy to be number lot 42. Now, gentlemen, lot 42 on your program. 2,000, 2,000, even up. $1,000 bill. 1,000 here now. $1,000 bill. 1,000 internet. You gotta get 1,000 here now. Here we go. 500. 500 on the money's on. 7.5. 10. 10 now. 12.5. Cold. 12.5. 1,500. 1,500 now. 17.5. 17.5 now. 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 2. 17.50 52 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 to be 17.52 2 to be 2 to be 2,000 17.50 52 and 2 and 2 and 2. Last call I had a bit of money. What do you get? 2,000. Sold of your way. 17.50 638. 638 is 17.50. All right, gentlemen, it's going to be back on the titaniums right there, guys. MYOB and a fireman. Here's number 43 in your program right there, gentlemen. 1,500. 1,500. One time. 1,500. 1,000. All the money. 1,500. 1,500 money's on. Got to get 15. 1,515 here. 1,500. 1,500. 15 here. Bet on if you like them, boys. We're gone. $1,000. Internet, you got to get 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,000. 1,500. 1,000. 1,500. 12.5. 12.5. 12.5. 12.5. 12.5. 12.5 here. Hand there. 12.5. 1,000. What do you get? 12.50. 12.50. 12.50. 50. 12.5. What do you get? Half here? 1,000. 12.5. 1,000. 12.5. Last call. Now 1,500. Right between the L and the D. Got to get 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 12.5. 15 here. 12.5. 15. 15. 15. 15. 12.5 here. 1,500. Sold them your way. 12.50. Buyer 638. Buyer 638. All right. Atkins. All right, here's number 44, gentlemen. Single this one over here now. Aikens and Livestock right there, gentlemen. Loud and proud, and to keep the faith right there. Aikens Livestock. He'll be number 44. What do you get? 2,000. What do you get? 1,500. 1,500. 1,000. The money's all. 1,000 on the money. 1,500. 1,000. 1,500. 708. Now you're out. Oh no, 708's in. 694's out, guys. 694. You're a little bit late. You got to get 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 694. You're out. 1,500 now. 2,000. Now 2,000. 708. You got to get 2,000. 2,000. 708. You got to get 2,000. 2,000. 1,800. One time. 1,800. 708. You got to get 1,800. 1,800. 1,800. 1,800. I have 1,500 here. Then we get 1,800. 18. 1,800. I want to sell it. 694 is the buyer for 1,500. All right, back on number 45, gentlemen. It's going to be lot 45.
Hey, Scott told me there is a correction in your sale catalog, guys, on lot 45. Number 1, that is a buck weather option. You buy him as is. You do what you want with him. With a pedigree like that, I know where I would lean, but there is a correction. This is a blue team Soldier Boy, not a blue team Fabio. So the mother of this one is a Soldier Boy, not a Fabio. Buck weather option. You buy him as is. No double hammer, no double nothing. You buy him as is. When the hammer drops, you own him. When you take him home, you do whatever you want with him. No double, no contingencies. You buy him as a buck weather option for what the hammer drops.
All right, gentlemen, and you heard that right out of the horse's mouth, guys. He is yours when he sells right there. He'll be number 45. 2,000. 2,000. I got 1,000 on the money out the gate. 1,500. 15. Internet, you got to get 15. I'm over here now. 1,000. 1,500. 1,500. 2,000. 25. 25. 3. 35. 35. 35. 35. 4. Get a bucket of 5. 45. 45. 45, 45, 45, 4,000 on the money. 45, get a 2.5 on the money. 45, 45, 45, 45. Now 7.5, 47.5, 45, 7.5, 7.5, 7.5, 45, 7.5, 45, 7.5, 45, 7.5. He'll be look good at your house. 47.50, 47.5, 47.5. 45, 7.5, now 5, 5 at the beer, 5 at the beer, now 5, 47, 5,000, 5,200, 52, 2 and 2, 52, 5,052, 5,052, internet, you got to get 5,200, 5,200, 52, 2 to be in 2 to back.
I hate to stop the Colonel, but if you followed along for the last 2 or 3 days of what this Hoyle group has averaged, we are about half of their average on one that you can take home. Genetically can change some things. You cut that one, you take that one down the road, you get real close at a weather show. Hoyle Livestock, I'd bid with confidence here.
Yeah, I got 5,000. What do you get? 5,200. I believe I would, sir. 52, dual purpose right there. 5,200. Last call. 52, 52. Now 4. Now 400. 52, 4. Get a ball, get a ball, get a ball, get a ball, get a bone, 52, 4, 52, 4, 52, 4. Here, 54. Get a ball, get a ball, get a bone, all in. I have 52, 54, 52, 54, 54. Here. Sold him your way, Cole. 5,200, and I believe buys the goods. 6, what was it? 6 what? 634, buyer 634. Thank you. Here's number 46. You're going back to the Amigos in the Tornado Alley. It's a B33 crossed with a 313. All right, number 46 on your program. Give 1,000. Give it 1,500. 1,000. Pretty good little old guy there, boys. I'm on down. 1,000. Down. 1,000. I'll make it 500. Money's on 7.5. Money down. 750. 750 here now. 7.5. 10. 10 and 10. 1,000. 750. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 1,000 $1,000. Internet, you got to get 1,000 now. We're out of it on 1,000. 758. 800. 800. 800. 800. 800 here now. 900 there. 900 now. 9 now. 9 10 10 10 9 10 9 10 9 10 11 11 here. 10 11 10 11 1 1 1 11 here. 11 10 11 here. 1100 11 sold them your way. $1,000. Put them on 611. Buyer 611. We're going right down there to the Thurman Livestock. It's going to be number 47. It's going to be number 47. It's a 10 cup out of a 2233 right there, gentlemen. Mayhem and a stunt man and a wing man and all the goods right there, gentlemen. Number 47. Give 1,000. Give me 1,500. 1,000. 1,000. 1,000. Number 47, guys. We're about 3/4 of the way through on it now, gentlemen. 1,000. 1,000 here. 1,000 there. 500. 500. 5 here. 5 there. 5 money's on 7.5. 5 7.5. 7.5. 7.5. 10 10 10 and 10 and 10. Bronx and Bulls got to get 10. 1,000. 750 10. 750 10 10 10 10 10 10 10 10 10 10 10 10 750 10. 1,000 10 10 758. I'll take 800 one time, Cole. I'm on 9 9 and 9 now 10 no. I got 800 now 9. He said no. 800 now 9. 800 now 9. What do you get? A? What do you get? 9? What do you get? 9 here now 9 now 9. 800 now 9. What do you get? What do you get? 9? What do you get? Here now 9. Sold them your way, Cole. 800. That's 638. Buyer 638. All right, gentlemen, here is the Mesa View Show Goats, buyer 48. Buyer 48, it's going to be a 207 out of a 192, gentlemen. Number 48 on your program. 1,200. 1,200 here now. 12. Pretty good lad right there, gentlemen. 1,200. 750. 7.5. 7.5 on the money's on. What do you get? 800. What do you get? Money down. 758. What do you get? 8. Money man on the money. 758. 8 here. 8 there now. 9 now. 809. What do you get? What do you get? What do you get? 8 here. 9 there. 9. 909. What do you get? What do you get? Money's on. 809. 10 10 10 10 10 10 10 10 9 10 10 10 9 10 10 10 10 sold them 900. Buyer 611. Buyer 611. Holt Farms, you're up now. It's number 49. It's going to be a straightforward out of a caught you looking in a daddy's issues right there, gentlemen. Holt Farms, number 49. What do you get? 1,200. 1,200. 12. 1,200. 1,500. We're gone. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 15 now 17.5 17.5 17.5 17 50 50 50 17.5 17 50 17 50 50 50 17.5 here half there 17 15 17.5 17.5 what do you get hang what do you get hang what do you get hang what do you get half 17 50 17.5 half here half there 17 50 50 50 17 hang what do you get hang what do you get half. Sold them 1,500. That's buyer 685. 1,500. Buyer 685. All right, gentlemen. Here is number 50. Rockin' Seahess. Got a little storm blowing in. Rockin' Seahess and a hidden treasures right there, gentlemen. I'm gonna let you be at boys 500. Here we go. 500. here, pound there, pound pie. 500 here, boys. Pie here, pound there, pound pie. 505 on the money now. 700, 700, 700, 7. 500, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, internet, you got to give 700 now. 500, 700, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7 here. 500 now, 700 now, 700, 700, 7, 7 here. 500, 700, money's on 9. 900 now, 689, you got to get 900. 909, 900, 909, what do you get down, what do you get down, what do you get down here, down there, down there, 909, 800, one time, 800, 800, 800 here, 700, what do you get 800, what do you get 800, what do you get 800? Sold them 700. That's buyer 719. Buyer 719. All right. Here's a RMZ. Doubting Thomas and a Salty right there, guys. RMZ Show Goats. All right, gentlemen. 1,500. 15. 1,000 on the money. 1,000 on the money now. 1,500. Internet, you got to get 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. I'll take 1,200 one time. 1,000, 1,200. Now 15. Internet, you got to get 1,500. 15. 1,200. 1,500. 15. 15. 15. 1,500 down here. 716. Got to get 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 17 and a half. 17 and a half. Internet, you're out. Floor, you're out. 17 and a half. 17 and a half. 1750. 17 and a half. 17 and a half. What do you get half here? Half there. 17 and a half. 17 and a half. 1750. All in. I have 17 and a half. Last call. 1750. 1750. 2,000. 2,000, 17 and a half, 2, 1750, 52, 1752, haul in. I have 1750, would you get 2,000? Sold him your way, that's 638, buyer 638, 1750. Isabel, livestock, here's a shag. Oh, did I skip one? Oh, I skipped, okay, you're right. All right, here's 52, I skipped one. Here's an RMZ Show Goats, gentlemen. Now we're back on schedule. Here's number 52. Here's number 52. All right, gentlemen. 1,000. Lot 52 in your program, gentlemen. We're 10 away from the end of it now. 1,000. 1,000. 1,500. 15 internet. 1,500. 1,000. 1,500. 15. 1,500. Travel high, money's on. 1,000. Travel hand. Travel hand. Travel hand. Travel hand. 1,500. 15. 15. 15. Here. Travel hand. 15. I got the internet, boys. You guys are out on the floor. Got 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 15. 15. Travel and a half here now. 1,500. 1,500. 17 and a half. 17 and a half. 17. 50. 50. 50. 17 and a half. 17 and a half. 17. 50. 17. 50. 50. 50. 17. 50. 50. 50. 17 and a half. 15. 17. 1,700. 17. 17. 17. 17. 15. 17. 17. All in. 1,500. 1,700. 17. I sold them 1,500. That's buyer 615. Buyer 615. All right, now we're on to number 53, guys. Isabel Livestock with a shag and a smoke wagon right here, gentlemen. 1,500. 1,500. On the money. 2,000. We be gone. 25. 2,025. Get it back. 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 25. 25. 25. 3,000. 3,000. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 3,000. 35. Where 3,000. 35. 35. 35. Internet, you got to get 3,500 to play now. 4,000. 4,000. 4,000. 35. 4. 4,000. 35. 4. $4,000 where 35. 4. 4,000. 35. 35. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 35. 4. 4. 35. 4. 35. 4. 35. 4. Here, there, now. Where? Sold them your way. 3,500. 626, buyer 626. Oh, moving right along. Here's here's lot 54, and it's going to be the Epley. Show goes right there beyond out of a rehab right there, gentlemen. 1,500. 15. 1,500. 1,500. 15 here. 15. 1,500. 15 here. 1,500. 1,500. 15. $1,000. 1,000. Internet, you got to get 1,000. Lot 54, 1,000, 500, 500 on the money, 7.5. I got 1,000 on the money. Now 12.5, 12.5, 12.5, 12.5, 12.50, 1,000, 12.50. Bet off you like 'em, boys. We're going 12.50. No sir, 12.50, 12.50, 12.50. Now 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 12.5, 15, 1,500, 1,500, 15. Internet, you got to get 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 15 here, 1,000, 12.50, 15, 1,500, 1,500, all in. I have 1,500, sold them, 12.50, buyers 638. All right, number 55 is going to the Grimes Show Goats right there. El Guapo and a Harlem Handshake. I got 1,000. We're on the money. We're going up. Got to get 1,200. 1,200. Where we going? 1,000, 1,500, 12.5. 1,000, 12.5, 12.50, 12.50, 12.50 here. 12.5, 12.5, 12.5, 12.5, 1,000, 12.5 of the money's on. 12.50, 12.50, 12.50 here now. 12.50 there, money's down. 1,000, 12.5, 12.5, 12.5, half. Internet, you got to get 12.50, 12.50, 12.5. 1,000, 12.5, 12.5, 12.5, 12.5, all in. I have 1,000, 12.5, 1,000, 12.5, 12.5, 12.5, 12.5 here, hand there, hand. I have 12.50. I sold them 696, $1,000, 696. All right, gentlemen, here's number 56. It's going to be back on the Simpsons livestock right there. Keep the faith out of a 24K. All right, gentlemen. 1,500, 1,500, 1,000, all the money, 12.5, 12.5, 12.5, 12.5, 12.5, down 12.5, 15, 17.5, 17.5, 17.5, 2,000, 22.5, 2,000, 1,752, 2,000, 2,000, 750, 2,000, 2,000, internet, you got to get 2,000, man. I'm on the floor, 17.5 to 2,000, 1,800, help you one time, 1,800, 1,750, 18, 18, 18, 18, last call, 1,800, sir, 1,800, would you get 18, would you get 18, would you get 18, would you get, they're having a talk, 1,800, 1,800, Sullivan back, 1,750, buyer, do it again, 6 what? I didn't see it. I didn't see the number, sir. 632. Here's number 58, rocking. Oh, no, excuse me, 57. I'm sorry. Here's the number 57, guys. Hoyle Livestock, boys. There you go. 57. 2,500. 25. Get a 25. 1,500. 1,500. Money 2,000. We're going. 15. 2 and 2 and 2 and 2. 2,000. 2,000. Internet, you got to get 2,000. 15 to bid. 2 to buy. 2 to bid. 2 to buy. 2 to bid. 2 to buy. 17.5. 1,500. 17. 2. 2 2 and 2. 22.5. 22.5. 2,500. 25. 25. 22, 50, 55, 25, 25, 500, 22 and a half, 27 and a half, 27 and a half, 27 and a half, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, 32 and a half, 32 and a half, 32 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 32 and 50, 32 and a half, what a good hang, what a good hang, what a good hang, there, 32, 2 and a half, 32 and a half, 3,000, 32 and a half, 32 and a half, 32 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half. Sold them your way, 3,632. 3,632. One more, you get a watermelon now. Buyer 58. Here's lot 58. It's the Rockin' Sea Hess and a Hidden Treasure. Here we go. 1,000. 1,000. 10. Internet, you got to get 1,000. 10 to 1 on the money. 10 high. 1250. 1,500. 1,500. 17 high. 17 high. Now 2,000. 2,000. 714. You got to get $2,000 to play. 1752. 2 and 2 and 2. Nope, the floor's out now. 701 is the winning bidder right now. You got to give 2,000. You got to give 2,000. 2,000. And now 22 and a half. 22 and a half internet, 2250, 22 and a half internet, 701, you got to get 2250, 22 and a half, 22 and a half, 22 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 20 and 22 and a half, 22 and a half, 22 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, all in, 22 and a half, 22 and a half, last call. I have 2250. Sold them your way. Put them on 618 for 2,000, 618 for 2,000. All right, gentlemen, here's lot 69. It's the Rockin' CS. It's going to be the Hidden Treasure, guys. If you hadn't got one yet, it looks like there's 4 left, gentlemen. 4 left. Here's lot 59 and another high-quality goat right there at 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 15. 1,000. 10. Internet, you got to get 1,000. 1,000. What you got there? $1,000 here. $1,000. 750. 7.5. 7.5. 7.5. 7.5. 7.5. I want to get 500. Here we go. On the money. 700. 700. 7.5. 1,000. 1,000. 750's on the money. Got to get 1,000 internet. 750. 10. 750 now. $1,000. 1,000. 1,000. 10. 750. What do you get? 10. 800. 750. What do you get? 800. What do you get? 800. What do you get? 8. Last call. Here we go. 800. Sold them 750. Buyers 728. Buyers 728. All right, it's number 60. It's going to be the Lacey Livestock. It's going to be loud and proud, and it keeps swinging right there, gentlemen. All right, down to the short rows here, gentlemen, but the quality is still excellent. Here you go. Lacey Livestock, what do you get? 2,000. 2,000. 1,500. 15. 15 here. 1,000. 1,000. 1,500. 1,500. 1,000. 1,500. What do you get? 2,000. 2,000. 696. Got to get 2,000. 2,000. 2,000. What do you get? 2 here. 2. 2,000. 17 high. 17 half. 696. Got to get 17 half. 17 half. Here's half there. Half there. Half. 1750. 17 half. What do you get? What do you get? What do you get? Half here. Half there. Half where? 1750. All in. 1750. Sold on 1,500. Buyer 603. 1,500. Buyer 603. Number 61, RMZ Show Goats. Doubting Thomas and a Salty right here.
That last one's 1,500.
All right, gentlemen, here's 61. It's next to last on your program. It'll be number 61. 1,500. 15. 1 time. 15. 1,500. Single them out and look him over, boys. 1,500. $1,000. 1,000. 1,000. 12 and a half. 12 and a half of the money in hand. 12 and a half. 12 and a half. 12 and a half. 12 and a half of the money down. 1,000. 12 and a half. 1,000. 12 and a half. 12 and a half. 12 and a half. 12 and a half. 12 and a half here. 1,000. 12 and a half. 1,000. 12 and a half. 12 and a half. Internet, you got to get a 12 and a half. Now 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. 12 and a half. What do you get? 15. 15. 15 here. 12 and a half here. 1,500. 1,500. 15 here. At 12 and a half. 15. 1 time. 1,500. 1,500. 15. 15. 15. Sold them your way, 12 and a half, and that'll be number 611. Buyer 611. Last one on your list, gentlemen. It'll be lot 62. It's going to be a titanium livestock. It's going to be the kid out of a Mozart Stark. Here we go, gentlemen. 62, and this is going to wrap up the opportunity here for the 2025 season right there. All right, gentlemen. Here we go. 2,000. 1,500. 1,000. Here we go. 1,000. 500 down on the money. 7.5 down. No, sir, you didn't make it, Cole. You got to get 750. 7.5. 750 now. 1,000 down. 1,000. 100 here now. 10. 1,000. 800. 9 here. 10 to go. 910 now. 11. Race is on. Gotta get 1,100 now. 1,100 now. 11 there now. 11 to 11 I have 1,100. Sold them y'all's way. Put them on 612, $1,000. Thank to each and every consigner and each and every buyer. Gentlemen, I'm going to let Austin give a little wrap up right here.
Hey, just as you're checking out, just remember we are not taking payment besides credit cards in the office. Can't say thank you enough. I think a good foundation to grow on. We'll see you here same time next year.